Today I'm going to be showing you how you can change existing prices, as Heather mentioned, using a round-trip process. So first what I'll do is extract the data from the SAP tables, so we'll get that data real time, and then I'll make some changes to that data, so I'll apply a price change, and then we'll load those changes back into SAP. So as you can see, we're using Excel, so the runner users, and what I'm showing is runner examples. So the runner user will receive an Excel template, and it can look something like this. It could look different depending on how you want it to look and feel. So the users will get this template, they'll go to their Winshuttle Run tab, and the first thing they'll do is log into Winshuttle. So this will make sure that they have a Winshuttle license. And then the second thing they'll do is log into SAP. And so you're using your own SAP credentials, and we don't circumvent any SAP security, so we actually use your SAP security. So I already have some SAP credentials saved here, so I'll go ahead and choose this system. And before I actually do that first piece of extracting, what I want to mention is a certain setting that we have enabled here. So you can see we have adaptive query throttling enabled. And so what this means is that we have technology built in that will actually monitor the resources on your SAP system, and it will make sure that the query, so the extraction piece, doesn't bog down your SAP system. So we'll monitor those resources, and it'll actually slow down this query if the resources on your SAP system is getting high. So it's really great, and your IT team will actually really love that. So just wanted to mention that. And so again, what I'm going to do first is extract some data. So this template can be reused. I know most of you are doing pricing changes monthly, so you could reuse this every month. You could reuse it every day if you had to. So it's really great and easy to reuse. So again, the first thing I'll do is actually extract some data. So you can see we have a couple of scripts that are actually embedded into this Excel file. So as a runner user, I just choose my download current pricing script, and I'll go ahead and click this run button. And so you can see we have this runtime variable wizard. And so this is actually telling me what I need to filter by. And so you can see that the person who created this script is telling me that I'm filtering by the condition type PR00, so that's a fixed value. I can choose which sales org I want to filter by. If I'm not sure what my sales orgs are, what I can do is actually look up what my sales orgs are in my system. So I don't actually have to log into SAP. I can see my values right here. All right, so I'm going to filter by sales org 1000, distribution channel 10, and I'll go ahead and enter some material numbers I want to make some pricing changes to. All right, and so I'll go ahead and click OK. So again, this is extracting live from the SAP tables. Okay, and all right, so we've downloaded 21 records, so I'm only downloading a few records here. So if we just look, you can see I have my records downloaded down here. And oh, sorry about that. My GoToWebinar panel is making it difficult. Okay, so, okay. All right, let me go back here. All right, let me log back into SAP. All right, and then I also wanted to remind everyone that we do have a questions panel on the GoToWebinar area, so if you wanted to ask any questions, feel free to do that. All right, so I have my records downloaded, and what I'll do is apply a price change. And so so you can see here I have right now set to a 2% price change, but let's say I want to change it to 3% this time. So when I change this value here, you'll see that the new amount column will actually change those values automatically. So you can see that those prices increase to 3% from the current amount. And because we're using Excel, you can use the full functionality of Excel, so you can do formulas, macros, really anything you want to use to make your Excel form or your Excel template more robust. So let's actually throw in an error in here so I can show that piece to you. And then let's also change the price. So the current valid from is December 1st, so let's just change it to today. All right. And so now let's make sure we have the right script chosen. So we're going to change existing pricing for PR00. And in this case, I'm actually using VK12, but we could use VK11. All the fields needed for VK11 are in here, so this template could be used for either VK11 or VK12. All right, so first let's do the validation. So this is actually going to validate the data against SAP. And so we can see here that we have success messages for those that are successful, and then we have an error message if we do get any errors. So I'll just go ahead and scroll down, make sure we have success on all those. So on this particular one where I did throw in an error, you can see the sales org 100 is not defined. So I can go over here and just fix that. And instead of running through the validation on everything again, what I can do is just validate the error rows. So that will change that orange error message to this green success message. All right, so now that I have successes on all of my rows, what I can do is just go ahead and click the run button, and this will actually load the data into SAP for me right away. So this is loading real time, and you can see it's loading pretty quickly, and this is obviously a lot faster than if I were to do this manually, so it can definitely save you a lot of time doing that upload. And then I also wanted to mention, if you do have a lot of pricing you need to change or create, what you can do is schedule this to run. And so all you have to do is click the schedule button. You can enter some email addresses if you want an email notification. You can attach the data file so you can get the Excel file in that email notification. And then you can choose to run it one time, daily, weekly, monthly. So maybe you want to run it over lunch or overnight or over the weekend. So you can choose when that runs.